Alright, this is Jenny Eights again. Basically, what I would say right off the bat is the first and foremost thing that I would tell you is that you really want to pay attention to your silhouette. It's very hard to read. It doesn't read well, and check out the anatomy. So the first thing is if you put in your figure and you've got your head like so, and then you put in this straightforward torso, which pretty much is what you have. The problem is your torso is really long, and I would put the end torso to right about there, and that's with a kind of an elongated neck, but I would build that up a little bit for the pectorals. And then the problem you have is you have this forward sideways, and the body doesn't turn. So you've got straight forward here, but then you've got a turn right there. And so that lies some of the problems with your anatomy. So if you're going to do this, then you want to actually turn the character a little bit more, and then bend this knee and put in this like so. And then this leg here would make a lot more sense, and that's the first and foremost thing that I would tell you to take care of. That being said, the other thing is the arm here is really off, um, and that's because if I'm putting the shoulder joint here with this a bulk here, and if this is turned, so like so, this would come back and this would come forward. And then the problem is you've got this arm, here's the underside of the arm, and then if you figure it's on the inside of this piece here, look at how this actually forms. And then your shoulders up here. So just awkward positioning of everything. What I would say right off the bat is you'd probably want to dump the cape because your silhouette is really suffering right now. Taking a look at this, the silhouette on here is, let me see if this will select here. Nope, it won't. Taking a look at this, and let's just jump all this, and then you have the trident going behind the cape. That's another bad thing. Let's just kind of. So and one more. See, this reads a lot better, and I would still adjust some of the things. I mean, like I said, this shoulder is reading really poorly. I would probably do something along the lines of putting in putting it like that, maybe. Popping this back here like so. I would probably even bend this arm here like that, and that's going to really kind of sell your silhouette a lot more. Um, I think the big deal with your stuff here is that you don't, it's not reading well. And it's proportionally kind of awkward. So maybe I would even, let's grab something like that. And then this leg here is probably going to be pushed back. Something along the lines of that. And that's going to start helping you get a little bit more interest in your piece here. And then this here is kind of this next. Maybe something like that. And you want to have that silhouette read a lot better. So as you can see, this, I mean, even though it's really bastardized, um, it starts reading a little bit cleaner. I can tell more information going on. I have a lot more of the base silhouette going on. More information, more uh, easier to read. And I think that's the things that you want to do. Get the anatomy in, especially with the legs. The legs and the shoulder looks odd. But fix those, and then get the silhouette to read better. And if you want a cape in there, I mean, by all means, put one in, but give it some motion, because you can. Actually, let's just do this. So if you want a cape in there, that's fine, but you want that. Let's go up here. You know, and getting that in there looks a lot better then. And it still reads essentially pretty well. All right, I hope that helps.